I actually wanted to talk to you guys specifically about seamoss and the benefits of seamoss and why you should be incorporating this into your daily lifestyle and routine. We call things superfoods, but I don't necessarily see this as a superfood. I just see it as food. I don't want you guys separating what food is. Like, food feeds the body, it gives you nutrition. Sea moss is one of those foods. It's something that has been very beneficial to me in my life. Now, for some of you who don't know, I'm a very active individual. I train professional athletes in combat sports, and that can take a toll on the body. And me being as I'm in my 40s now, to be training on the level that I'm training, I have to make sure that my nutrition is on point. And keeping your nutrition on point, it's very helpful to you. A lot of times we get older and we just say, you know what, I'm feeling these pains because I'm older. No, you're feeling those pains because of your habits. And that's what I want to point out on this video. I want you to really start thinking about your health and taking it as serious as possible, because you still have a lot of life to live. Before we continue, I do want to make the disclaimer. I am by no means any kind of doctor. All I'm doing is I'm sharing information that I have stumbled across. If you feel that you agree, perfect. If you do not, go ahead and leave it in the comment. We can educate each other and we can get on this. So just a little backstory of my situation. I have been living a plant-based lifestyle probably approaching about 20 years now. And the reason why I did is because I was very sick. Those years that they say are your prime years, where all that testosterone's running through your body and everything is supposed to be at its apex and peak. I had meningitis, cellulitis. I used to drink a lot of soda, and my back had not pimples or acne, but dry and flaky, raised, irritated skin. I don't know if any of you experienced that, but it was a terrible feeling. It was all over my back and it was making its way to the front. It almost felt like, you ever watched the movie Venom, where the symbiote starts to come over? That's almost like what I felt with my skin. I started really taking my health seriously around the late 90s, early 2000s, and ever since then, I never looked back. There's certain stories within the story, but just to keep it brief, I'm going to say I was very sick and I didn't know why. I used to go out in the sun and get nosebleeds, always felt fatigue, always felt short of breath, and I always felt like my heart was working more than it should be. I would be at a resting state, sitting down, but I could feel my heart pumping. This was teenage years. Unbeknownst to me, I thought that was normal. So I started going through process of elimination. The first meat that I stopped eating was pork, and then beef, and then chicken, and then fish. And I believe eggs were last, or somewhere around there. And then I just stopped eating animal products altogether. When they say everything is supposed to go down, when they say you reach your mid 40s and energy levels supposed to drop, testosterone levels supposed to drop, your protein levels, whatever it is they say, my numbers say different. I would be considered extreme with the approach that I take as far as nutrition is concerned. There could be some truth to that, but when you look at the results are undeniable. Since 2013, I've been teaching and running martial arts classes, specifically mixed martial arts and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I say that because a lot of that takes a toll on the body. Now, let's get to why I have this sea moss in front of me. This sea moss here, I actually just went through a cleaning process of just getting everything ready. This is for our house. This is what we're gonna have, and we run through this quick because we put it in soups, smoothies, stews, teas, you name it, sauces. We put the sea moss in as much things as possible. Sometimes when we make it into a gel, just take a scoop and I just take some water with it. But either way, the point that I'm trying to make is sea moss is not a miracle food. I don't even call it a superfood. It's a necessary food. There's a big difference between that. Everyone will say that, oh, it helps your immune system. Me personally, I don't think we're immune to anything. What I believe that we need to be focused on is a defense system, and good defense can get you a long way. Now, when I say defense system, I'm talking about, think about everything we're exposed to. If the internal environment is equipped to take whatever external circumstances are in front of us, then we'll do good. In order to do that, you have to start incorporating things like this. You're not going to find a cluster of minerals in one food source like you're going to find with sea moss. I try to be more realistic. If we've been abusing our body for years, don't think that you're just going to take a substance and everything is going to change. It may happen for you, but being 100% transparent and real with you, that may not be your reality. Most people are motivated to try to get their health back together. And I get it and I understand it. The problem is motivation comes and goes. What you have to be is disciplined. And for about the past 20 years, I've been really disciplined when it comes to my health because I felt that something was missing. Health is one of those things that if you've never had it, you never question it. But when you actually have a taste of what good health is, you'll do anything to preserve it. I used to be addicted to certain smells, certain foods that were around, and I would want to just consume these items, but my body still felt hungry because what I didn't understand was filling the stomach and fueling the body are two different things. You hear everyone talking about sea moss has 92 of the 102 minerals that are found in the body. Everybody got that from Dr. Sebi. Dr. Sebi was the first one I heard say that, and I want to give that man his credit because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't know the details of sea moss. See, me coming from Jamaica, we already took sea moss, but I didn't see it as a superfood. Mom would just make it and say, take this, and then you would take it, and that was it. What I thought it was just something that the older folks give you. It definitely is a gut cleanser. Because of the gelatinous nature of the sea moss, when you make it into a gel, it's very soothing to the intestinal walls. Think about all the food that we put in there, all the hard foods, and we're not chewing our food enough. If you look at some people now, we're always in a rush. We don't take time to chew our food and let the saliva and all the acids from our mouth break down and pre-digest the food. So when it hits the walls, sometimes you gotta hit your chest to get it down. That is not good. And the foods that you eat attribute to that. But taking something like sea moss on a daily basis will help soothe that. So gut health is extremely important. But it's not necessarily what you put in, it's what the sea moss is clearing out. That brings me into don't think that you're going to take sea moss and it's going to be life changing if your life has not changed. What do I mean by that? It's a tool in your nutritional arsenal, and if you use it properly, you can see the benefit. But it depends on you. It's your habits that are going to make it work. How many things do we have access to that can benefit us as far as nutrition is concerned, and we just don't do it? Most juicers that people buy, it turns into another piece of furniture in the house. You actually have to use it. It's the same with the sea moss. There's some people probably right now watching this that you've bought some sea moss and you've had it a long time and just never used it because you never built that habit. Put it on a schedule. I'm going to take this every morning. Actually see it written down and then try to make the habit of taking it every morning. I can't tell you how many times I take it because I take it all the time. The one thing that I can tell you is that one of the worst feelings in the world is not taking the risk. It's regret when you get older for not doing it when it was presented to you. So just keep that in mind, especially if you want to start taking your health seriously. I'm 44. And me being 44 and doing what I'm doing now, listen, I can still backflip. I still train with my guys. I do live sparring sessions with them, whether it's boxing, kickboxing, MMA. This was my springboard to everything else. We put the sea moss in a lot of different foods, as many as we can. Any kind of batter, any kind of recipe. Let's just say that. Because what I notice is over time, when it starts to get into your system enough and start to penetrate those cells, my joint pain went away. I used to have bad pain in my elbows from bench pressing and lifting all the time. Focus came back. I used to constantly have brain fog. Also, I want to tell you, healing crisis is a real thing. Because when I had my healing crisis, the nose was just running. I was coughing up a lot. And I went in a short period of time when I decided to take a break from solid foods and focus on the sea moss. And I went more into the raw foods. and I ended up getting skinny, people started to get concerned for me. They're like, oh man, what's going on? And it was all love. They mean well, but they didn't understand. And a lot of times, especially you guys, please keep this in mind. You discover something new and you start to change your life and go in a certain route. Do not think that everyone is just going to go with you. It may not be for their journey, and they may be coming to you in a loving way, really expressing how they feel and expressing their concerns about what decision you're making in your life. But understand, it was meant for you. The information was made for you to receive. What you have to do now is be the change that you want to see in other people. Everyone does this talking. I've never really done this before, but these are things that I say every day to people who sign up at the school, people who get to know me personally, and we talk about our health and they find out that I don't eat certain things. I've learned to let people approach you when they're curious, and it makes for a better conversation. If you like this style of video, I'll be happy to make more. Just go ahead and leave a comment below. If you want me to make more videos like this, I'll be more than happy to. But daily sea moss is very important. Make sure wherever you're getting it from, they take the time to actually clean the sea moss. This is an ocean product, straight out of the ocean. Sometimes you find debris from the ocean. Sometimes you find sand, you find plastics, you find seashells. This is a seashell that came out of this sea moss that I clean. There's fish bones and fish parts and other animal parts that you find in the sea moss. It needs to be cleaned thoroughly before using it. And it's not a take once, cure all. Sea moss is a tool in the toolbox of good health, and you use your tools accordingly. And once you understand that, it can change things for you. But there's so many creative things that you can do with this product. People use this in topical products for skincare. It really helps to soothe and penetrate into the dry skin and really hydrate you from within. You want the benefits of the gelatinous material in the sea moss to help with gut health and clearing you out. To be honest with you, a big part of why I take sea moss is for the gut health. Because if you understand how important gut health is, then you understand it's a springboard for everything else. Most of the times we're clogged up, we're too clogged, but taking something like this daily would really help that. Sometimes, depending on my training schedule, I may take a little bit more than I typically would. If training's relatively low, I kind of dial it back a little bit. It all depends on what I need it for, but it's something that we consume on a daily basis, and it's really critical when you get older. You start to really notice the difference, because I noticed the difference. Like I said, 44 years old, I'm still doing backflips, I'm still training in combat sports and MMA and jiu-jitsu and you name it. Really take it seriously. Start where you are and take it day by day and start just making a little bit of changes here and there. If you're looking for any more information, go ahead and check out our blogs. We currently switch websites from caribsensations.com to caribsensations.co. That's .co. Just take off the M from .com and you'll find us online. We still ship sea moss. If you do want to see more videos in this format where I'm talking to you guys, sharing stories and telling you about my journey and things that I've come along the way, go ahead and leave a comment below, because I'm curious to see. If you just want me to stick to the kitchen and the recipes and everything, I'm more than happy to do that as well. But do me a favor, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so that you can be notified when we do other videos. Leave a comment. Feel free to share your thoughts on this video and how much sea moss are you taking? Leave all your comments below. Peace and love, and I'll catch you next time.